Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's super awesome special live stream version of Playing Games with Strangers. We are playing to a crowd of six people are watching. Hey, you know what? That's 6 more people than we normally play to on Fridays. So.
You don't know how many people I keep in my room.
Well, I'm not one to make assumptions about how many people are in your room at any given moment, Squid. So, but I am your host this evening. I am the DM of tonight's fun adventures. I am John, your DM. Going around the circle, we have with us Dave, the man.
Yeah, that's Clements. What they call me, the man. Because I'm the only man in my
Daddy
house.
Dave.
Dave Humanman. Big Daddy Dave. Yes, that's the new name.
Oh, no. It can't stick.
Big Daddy Dave.
So if you know him in real life, looking at you, Superfan Grace, it's Big Daddy Dave going forward.
You're ground.
She said nothing yet.
Next to him on my screen, we have the one, the only Squid Vicious, the person who went above and beyond in dressing up for tonight's affair.
I sure did.
She's LARPing.
She is LARPing.
She thought there was a cosplay prize.
Yeah. Oh, this is the wrong call. I gotta
go. She's dressed up for a gentleman to go out with a gentleman after tonight's episode.
This is how I go on all my dates.
In my bottom left of my Brady Bunch square, we have Josiah Crandall.
I am most certainly Josiah Crandall.
Well, I've gotten the feeling that me referring to you as the talent has gotten you uncomfortable, so I'm trying to...
Just call him the man.
No, that's you, Dave.
The other man.
The other man.
But there...
Also a man. Josiah.
But there's 4 of us at the table.
And yet another man. JS.
No, not yet.
Hi.
We have...
Yeah, I'm a man.
We have not Aylin, Celeste Mora, who just recorded her season finale of season 5 of Geek Devotion. Woot! So we've got that going for her. That's a thing. And then finally, the wizened one from amongst us all.
Oh, how I wish Steve was here.
World famous author.
Okay.
And all right, and my boss in a different area, J.S. Earls.
Hola.
As our resident grumpy half orc.
Yep.
Got a lot of resident grumpy people.
Well, when you're good at something, birds of a feather and all.
It's a pandemic. Most people are grumpy.
So does anybody got anything to push tonight before we get going?
I'm so happy you asked. On September 3rd, I'm launching a Kickstarter campaign for my all-ages Nemo the Lad comic, which features new twists on Jules Verne's extraordinary voyages and an incredible crew of artists from around the world. That's September 3rd.
A Kickstarter? Tell me more.
Well, we did.
I just did.
That was it. That was
Stay
it.
there.
I didn't know if
Every
there was a
day.
website you wanted to direct them to.
Nope.
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter's good.
It's a good place to find them.
In fact, just keep look through all the Nemos on there.
Just find Nemo.
Find the Nemo.
Also want to just throw it out there. If you enjoy this type of event, you want to see this happen more frequently, please consider joining our Patreon. $10 patrons get access to watch us live every other week when we record. So please consider that. And if you're saying, but John, I can't afford $10 a month, that is totally fine. We have other levels that have other perks. And if you can't afford, really, AC, you don't got to be like that. But even if you can't afford to send us money, tell your friends about us. make recommendations. We can always appreciate people helping us out that way. We would like to be able to expand this brand at some point. I would love to be able to do this for a living and not have to worry about doing anything else. So
I could buy so many cloaks if I did this for a living.
So many
Right?
dice.
We'll go to dice.
so many dice.
Expense.
The dice.
And then you can write it off like as a tax,
Yes.
Work dice.
Also, in a little bit of playing games news, as far as the status of Stephen McDonald, it has been confirmed as of today he will be returning to us in about a month.
Where's your applause button?
So, 3 cheers for that. Super excited to have him.
Woo, woo, woo.
Right.
That's the-
Yeah, I would, except I'm also monitoring the chat to make sure that nobody else mocks me because
They would never.
I'm panhandling.
Oh, you just got mocked.
Yeah, thanks, Francisco. I'll make sure to make some Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail comments for you tonight. So with that being said,
Here it comes.
and new gizmos I have to play with, let's go ahead and roll the theme song.
Playing games with strangers, you know there's no danger. So come on in, we're all friends. Playing games with strangers. I'm playing games with strangers. I'm playing games with strangers. With strangers.
Who wants to give the recap for last week's show?
One, we started off fighting, and then we fought, and there was fighting. We had conversations about what to do next, and then completely disregarded everything we said. We don't rest, because resting's for squares. We headed to the Bugbear settlement. Talked to Caius, who was in a tree. Slapped Pough, I stabbed him. I don't know if I actually cared. We'll figure it out. We got to the house. Pough talked to a king. We still don't rest, because we're all dumb. And then they went to the Baba Yahoo house, and the lady was a big creep, and she took Pough's soul, life force, something, who knows, and then shoved his little body out on the front yard like a used-up ex-boyfriend.
I like how you called Pough his little body. He is a very large bugbear. He doesn't have a little.
I've seen bigger.
He's a big bugbear in a little coat. You remember that one?
That is a gag that did
Two.
happen.
It was two
So-
coats.
It did.
It was
It was two coats,
It was a
yeah.
big bugbear and two coats.
So, all right. So we're gonna pick up at the point where everybody wants to know about. Back at Pooh's house during this whole while this whole thing happened, we have I believe it's Toki and
One dark night in the middle of the day.
Wilder. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm not used to doing this with a running chat going. I got to change what I'm
Just
looking at.
block
here.
it out. Just television. I do always have the shot.
All right. So we're going to pick it up here. Wilder is sleeping. I'm assuming Toki is sleeping as well.
Yes.
All right. I would like both of you to what's both of your passive perceptions?
13.
16.
All right. Wilder, you are at that point of being somewhere between asleep and awake, still slightly conscious of what's going on around you. And you detect a presence in the room. with you. Where are you at in this room? Are you just sleeping on the floor? Or are you on a couch? Or
Yeah, I'm just curled up in a corner. I couldn't find anywhere comfortable because I was not going to sleep in Pough's bed.
okay. And what about you, Toki?
I am curled up by fire.
Okay, so you're both kind of on the ground. Yeah. So you sense a presence on the couch near you, Wilder.
I am sleepy.
Pough, no more honey. You can't have any more. And I open my eyes.
And you see a humanoid male sitting on the couch, just leaned back with about shoulder length black hair.
You're not Pough. Can I help you?
No, Dunward, I am not Pough.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you call me?
I said no, Dunward, I am not Pough. You know who I am. We've had a conversation before.
So I sit up and just kind of adjust myself to be a little bit more comfortable. You remind me who you are. I was sleeping, obviously.
He holds up one hand and it turns into a hoof.
Oh,
And then it turns back into a hand and he sets his arm down.
right. Something I can help you with?
I just come in to chat. Apparently my boy is a little bit mad at me right now, so I figured, I don't know, I'd come talk to his new BFF, apparently.
Oh, yeah, the boy does have daddy issues, and if my dad was a horse, that caused me issues as well. You didn't happen to bring any...
Just putting it out there, I am not a horse.
Well, not right now, of course, I see it. You didn't happen to bring any coffee or anything? It's hard to focus without some kind of a stimulant.
He kind of just he just makes a gesture under his cloak and he pulls out a aluminum can full of Bard Star.
Oh, that will do it for sure. If you don't mind.
By all means.
I go ahead and I get up, kind of stretch and grab it. Yeah, pop it open. Any particular thing you wanted to talk to me about? I've got daddy issues of my own, I guess, but
And to my understanding, you've got other issues going on right now outside of daddy issues, but no, nothing in particular. I just, it's hard to find a friendly face these days amongst your crew. I mean, I do a lot for you guys, and I think a lot of it's just misunderstood. I mean, quite frankly, I probably would have been more present in Callum's life had he, actually taken the time to call out to me and invite me in.
Well, that maybe I could see it from your point of view, but being a father figure, shouldn't you extend and make sure that you're readily available and that he knows that you're readily available?
Well, that's just it. Us folk of the spiritual type, we can only go where we're wanted, and if we're not wanted, can't go there.
Yeah, I don't really know what to tell you. I mean, that's a relationship that you're going to have to mend, and I don't see what role I play in this other than befriending your son.
I know, I don't know, I'm just chatting for the sake of chatting. Then he gets kind of a funny look on his face and he goes, something bad's just happened.
Does it involve Pough? Or do you know that kind of thing?
Given my job, I can't be too specific on details, but I will say one of your party is missing.
Aileen.
No. She's fine, by the way.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing, and I will note that. I'll log it back right here in the grey matter. Wait. So, okay, right now, and I look around, Toki's here, and me. So technically, 2 of us are gone.
No, I meant has been removed from this mortal plane.
Like, dead.
I'm not entirely certain.
Well, just 1 second. I go over to Toki and I, like, shake her awake. Toki!
What is wrong with you?
Okay, do you see this nice, wonderfully handsome man here?
Do I?
Hi, Toki.
Hello, person. Why are you waking me?
He has...
This is exactly what I would picture waking up a cat would look like right now.
This is exactly what it's like waking a Celeste up.
So... This is it's a long story, but this is Callum's dad, and he's just informed me that one of...
Orbog's ridden me once.
Oh. No,
One of our party is gone, missing, like, not walked out the door, separated from us, but separated from this mortal realm, to quote him.
Well, I hope they have a better time in the other realm. I'm going back to sleep.
No.
I love her so much.
So I like shove my can of Bard Star in her face. Take this, it'll wake you up, I promise.
Ugh. Smells like things that should not be spoken of.
Yeah, it smells like Robitussin and sour apples.
Why do I know what that smells like?
Because you've probably smelt an energy drink before.
Not true.
So, not to panic, but considering Pough and Callum and Orbog went and checked out the chicken house, we should probably go find out what's going on. Mr. Keeper, would you like to come with us?
Again, can't go where I'm not wanted, so...
Well, I would like you to be there. For security reasons, maybe?
I don't know if he is good security. Look at him, he's maybe 125. I could eat him like a rat.
Well, I will just say I currently, previously, possibly in the future, have no qualms with you, so you're more than happy to come just for me.
Yeah, there's multiple people there who don't want me there, so I'm gonna sit this one out. But I will go find somebody to send your direction.
That would be fantastic. Toki, let's go! Now!
Okay, we are going.
And I bolt out the door.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, or the house with bird legs, Orbog and Callum, as you are standing outside of this house, the house stands up to make its walkway untraversable. And you see a body tumble down its steps, then fall about 15 feet to the ground and go kerthunk. And The house begins to walk off into the woods.
What do I have that can kill a house? Hang on.
Fire?
I've got dynamite.
Oh, you do? Well, if you wanted to use that. I'm gonna go make sure Pooh's breathing.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a medicine check, please.
First roll on the new dice. Oh, a 17 plus 3.
Yeah, he's still breathing, but he is unresponsive.
I knew this was a bad idea. Orbog, can you help me pick him up or something?
Sure. I guess we're taking him back home.
Do you want to stand in the middle of a field with his unconscious body and a walking house?
Well, I was thinking about going after the house. How fast is the house walking?
It doesn't seem like it's running, but it's got a really long stride to it.
Right. Yeah. It's one of those tall people things.
It's like that Gautier video. It's a very obscure reference to a music video. Ignore me. Do you want to go talk to her too now?
Well, I wanted to, but there she goes. Just like all the other women in my life.
I'm sorry, we'll talk about that later and commiserate over a drink.
Orbog is busy staring off into the distance after the house. In the meantime, Callum, as you're trying to tend to this unconscious body, you see shadows beginning to coalesce around you.
Oh,
And
shadows shadows that used to show up in places?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh,
And
I don't
you're
like that at
hearing
all.
disembodied whispers speaking in voices that you can't understand.
I cast protection from evil and good on myself because I'm a scared cat.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. I'm
You don't know. You're busy trying to pay attention to where a house is going.
Orbog. Hey, you know.
What? Yes.
Lifting
Yeah.
the sky and going.
Na.
He's heavy.
I'll attempt to help lift Pooh.
As you lift Pough up, Callum, you didn't need to make a perception because I sometimes forget you can see things other people can't. You see kind of a sheet of darkness float out of the coalescing shadows and kind of apply itself to Pooh's back.
Oh, that's not good. Can I wipe it off?
You attempt to wipe it off and it has zero effect. Your hand just goes through it like it would a shadow. But you notice
do you see this, Orbog?
Yeah, I'm getting my dynamite out right now.
Yeah, well, maybe. Alright.
and it seems to be seeping into Pough.
I will do a thing. I'll do a thing. What thing will I do? I don't know. I'll switch over my spell to him.
Protection from what?
Yes, protection
Good and
from
evil.
evil and good
And shadows.
and shadows. So it protects. Target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed. If they already, they get advantage. Yada yada. From aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and the undead.
Yeah, so it stops seeping into Pough, but it remains wrapped around him.
So I'm fresh out of spells, Orbog, before I sleep, because we didn't take a rest, because who needs those? But do you see this thing on Pough? You can...
I can see it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not blind. I'm an orc. I can see
Okay.
in the night.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
I'm a slayer of shadows. Have you forgotten?
Slay that one!
I don't know if I could do it without hitting Pough.
He's tough.
Can we try to pull it off? I mean, can we? Is it or it's just 100% spiritual or something?
It's a shadow, man. I mean, it's
So-
incorporeal.
We need light.
I have light. Wait, I have light. I can do that. That's the thing that I can do. I'll cast... is it nighttime? Is it like dead night?
Light it up, up.
2 questions. Is protection from good and evil concentration?
Yes, it is.
Is whatever you're about to cast concentration?
I don't believe so. I will double check. Hold on. Let me
Light
quickly
is
Google the
not-
one. It's not light.
Light's
that I'm
not
thinking
concentration.
Okay.
about. I'm not thinking it. Nope. I'm not casting light. I'm casting daylight.
Oh, daylight. Well, that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is
Is that
not concentration. It is an
Okay.
hour long.
Okay.
Hour
So a
long.
60-foot radius sphere of light spreads out from a point you choose within range, which I'm going to say is Pough's back. It sheds bright light and then dim light for an additional 60 feet, so 120 altogether.
Gotcha.
And if any of the spell's area overlaps with an area of darkness created by a spell of 3rd level or lower.
We win. John loses.
Are we playing DM versus players?
No, are we?
No.
I
Yes,
hope not.
You should have listened last night.
No,
We
you're
said
playing
not
DM
to do
versus
that.
characters.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna kneel down and put my hands on Pough's back and cast a spell in my breath, and then daylight will erupt all around.
Okay, so you put your hands on his back and daylight erupts. The shadow kind of shrivels and then crawls into his shirt.
Well, that wouldn't block it.
No, but it's a lot dimmer there.
No, not really.
So we take his clothes off. Well,
Is he wearing? I mean, I cast it on his back, not on the back of his shirt.
because there's still other holes it could go in.
He is
Okay,
the
so you
object.
cast it on him and not his clothes?
I have to see if I can actually do that. Actually, I can't cast it on a shirt anyway, so. Yeah, I'm choosing him. I'm gonna make him shine with the radiance of a sun.
Okay. So much to unpack there, Freudianly speaking, but
Now
Right,
what, Shadow?
the shadow kind of flaps off into the dark, whatever darkness can be found for the time being.
I don't like that at all.
How long does that spell last?
An hour. And I can't cast it again after that. I mean, I'm not crazy, right? That's not a good thing. That's shadows attaching themselves to people is not a good thing. Okay, so what do we do? This is the call and response moment of this conversation.
I hate to leave you here, but I feel like we need to get help. And other people to bring.
You know,
Light
you're not
or
allowed to
something.
leave me here. What if we bring him with us, and then the light will move
Comes with
as
us?
we do?
Okay.
We will not put it under a bushel, and we'll go show it to our
To the
friends.
world.
Or just our friends. I don't care about the rest of the world. Yeah.
How very Callum.
I mean, I called them my friends, so I feel like that's a step. It's baby steps, baby steps. You cannot leave me here, though. I
Okay.
will leave him.
We take them together. Take the glowing golden bear together.
feel there's a story about making a golden bear somewhere, but as long as we're not praying to it, it's fine. I will get his arm.
Okay, are we
Not.
do we need to check anything to make sure we're strong enough to carry King
No,
Kong
I'll
with
let
us?
you have that. I don't want to be anal about rolls here.
I'm glad.
Questionable.
It's about time you didn't feel like being that way.
Really, dude?
Poke the bear, poke the bear. Okay.
I did. I poked him and I cast light on him. I did that already.
Okay, so we're pulling him and heading him back towards
we'll
his
just-
home.
Yeah, go
Okay.
towards the house.
You guys start heading that way after about 20 minutes. There you see Wilder and Toki running your direction.
Oh, I'm
Wilder
so
is
tired
running,
at this
I am
point.
walking quickly.
You said 20 minutes? Let's see.
Dying of exhaustion. Carrying Pough for 20 minutes straight makes me want to cry.
Does anybody have any light?
Or
What
yes,
is
wants to carry
happening?
Pough. I'm
Why
gonna
is-
set him down.
Why is Pough being carried?
And he's glowing very brightly, by the way.
Oh yeah, like
does-
a sun.
Why does he look like he swallowed too many?
Shadow's trying to get him. Callum hit him with a light spell, which is gonna fade quick, so...
That cannot be healthy.
But is he dead?
No, he's breathing, so it's fine. But he
breathing.
went in the house and there was a lady that said, I'll give you what you ask for, and she was talking to me and I tried to stop him and then he walked in and then she threw him out.
All right, but your dad implied that he was dead. Wait, sorry. Your dad shut up. He woke
Hold-
me up.
Okay.
We don't have time for this.
I'm-
What are we doing
uh,
with Pough?
Why was my father in your bed?
Not in my... You have a lot of daddy issues. We should cover this later. Right now is...
It was a question, you're the one that said he woke you up. I don't...
Not right now. What's going on with Pough?
He's breathing. I don't...
What did he tell you?
So, the Keeper I talked to, and he said that one of us had left the mortal realm, and I thought he was talking about Aileen.
I did that.
Ah, well, maybe that's what he's talking... No, he would have said it was you. But I would have assumed...
Really? Because I don't take that he talks about me a whole lot.
Did he make it
loved
sound like it was recent, or this was a while ago?
No, like, as we were talking, he kind of got this weird look on his face, and he's like, I've got this feeling that something happened to one of your party. One of them has left the mortal realm. I thought it was Aileen. It wasn't Aileen. He said she's safe. So, it has to be Pough. What happened to Pough? You said he walked in, talked to a creepy lady?
Yeah, she was, I don't know, she had a house and she was offering to give us something and that never sounds good. And then he went inside and the door closed and then she threw his body out. And then the house walked away.
And then the shadow tried to get him.
The
And then a
house
shadow
walked
tried
away.
to get him. Yeah, it's been a long night and I could use a nap.
How about, what if we help you get Pough back to his house? You can rest, keep an eye on him. The rest of us can go after the house and figure out what's going on.
Or at least
That sounds like a terrible idea.
get back.
For multiple reasons.
Let's just get back to house. You need sleep. You are crankier than normal.
I watched the house walk away. So,
Understandable.
yeah.
Not critiquing. Just saying nap.
It sounded awful critiquing.
Well, I
Okay,
come off that way.
but if the shadow comes back, Pooh's gonna probably be in even worse shape. So we need to worry
I
about
can't
having
really,
light at all time.
Well, we will make sure there
Yeah.
is fire. Not on Pool. Around
Fire's got a
Pool.
lot of shadows. Fire around him. That's much different. And
I don't know, but I don't feel like we have time to just stand here and try and debate what's a good idea. If the chicken house has answers, we should go to the chicken house. Am I wrong? And I kind of look around at everybody.
It's got big legs.
yes.
It takes big
Let's
steps. We can't keep up with it.
let's get Pough to house. We've at least determined that is something we need to do. So let's do that, and then we'll move on.
Yeah, or well, someone help carry him.
All right. Everybody.
On
Grab a-
3.
Okay. All right. 1,
Begin.
2, 3. And we
Oops.
There we go.
haul Pooh's body back to his corner.
As you try to lift Pough, his feet seem to be stuck to the ground.
Cut him
It's
off.
not, I don't like this at all.
And you see vines wrapping up around his legs from the ground.
I was about to say, do they look magical? But duh.
Nope. All
Huh,
vines
that
do
seems
that
weird.
just naturally.
Oh, time's just
I'm going to
going fast.
slash at the plants with my claws.
You're welcome to try.
23.
Yeah, roll damage.
This damage for claws.
I am also going to do the same thing with my dagger.
7.
Yeah, you slash these things, but it's sort of like, did you guys ever see Avatar: The Last Airbender? The cartoon.
I've never even heard of it.
The cartoon or the movie which we don't speak of?
The cartoon. I would never talk about that movie. You remember Hugh from the swamp, the vine bender? Hi Hugh, how you been? Time is an illusion, and so are pants. It's sort of like that. You keep hacking at these vines, but they're starting to wrap up around him fast enough that as you hack them away, more just wrap up around him.
I'm just gonna say again, I have dynamite, and I've been itching to use it.
So if I cast Firebolt, how much damage would Pough take?
What was that, Toki?
If I cast Firebolt, how much damage would Pough take? Pokemon has taught me that plants die to fire.
There's a lot of things that die to fire. I'm just going to put that out there.
He will fail his saving throw.
Not only do a lot of things die to fire, but I will go as far as to give you that the state Pough is in would be considered as unconscious. So, I mean...
He will fail.
Okay, Orbar's gonna go running after the house, and he's gonna yell back at Callum, "You're not alone anymore!"
Bye, Warlock.
Splitting the party. Love it.
Oh no, I don't.
What else are we gonna do?
Oh no.
You know what?
Oh no.
I'm with Obog, and I take off after the short day.
All right.
I'm gonna look at Toki and be like, what?
Well, soon we'll have more than one body. Let's try to figure out what to do with this one.
He's gonna get eaten by the ground, and they're gonna go die in a house.
There are worse ways to go.
Which one?
Either. We all
Toki
end up in
is so
ground
practical.
eventually. We all end up in ground eventually. It's just whether you are breathing when you end up in ground or not.
At this point, Pough is completely cocooned by these vines.
Do I just... I'm gonna go follow the other two.
As you turn to follow the other two, you hear a loud gasp come from the vines as they all burst off of him.
What this happen?
Oh, that's much better.
And I stretch.
Oh, yeah, that feels good. A little tingly, but it feels much better indeed.
I'm gonna cast Divine Sense. Not Divine Sense, my Primeval Awareness. I know what I am.
What does that do?
It lets me know if there are aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fays, fiends, or other undead within a mile.
I don't know how to classify this.
Neither do we.
Pooh.
I don't trust it.
No.
I am going to say you pick up a faint undead sense from Pough.
One of us. One of us.
Speak for yourself.
Pough, do you feel like you can walk?
Oh, I could walk forever. Yes, I can walk. Good
Could
to
you
see
say
you,
walk
Carol.
Very
500
concerning.
miles? And then 500 more?
Oh, Toki, very good with the wit. Yes, exceptional.
Well, at least you remember my name.
So we should follow them then. All together.
Did
Totally normally.
I miss something?
Well,
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Unconscious, and then you were vines, and then you were gasping breath.
Yes, well, did I miss anything other than that?
Orbog ran away.
Yeah,
Oh,
so we're
well,
gonna go.
he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Oh,
This is not
let's
who I know.
let's go follow him. Yes, that sounds great. Sure. Let's follow Orbog. See what he's up to. Love that guy.
You go first, friend.
Yeah, that direction.
Which way did he? Right.
That
Yes. Let's go.
I start
way. And
in
I'm
that
going
direction.
to stay about 6 feet away from Pough.
And put your mask on.
I walk in that direction, but not like very fast.
We're not gonna catch up if we follow him, Toki.
I am more concerned about what he is.
Yeah, well, he's definitely not completely alive.
Are we sure he's not drunk? Do Pough get drunk? Do buggers get drunk?
It's very difficult. And I don't think he was in that house long enough to do a line of shots, so it seems highly unlikely.
Are you talking about me back there? You do realize I
No,
Oh
very
no, no,
good
no.
hearing.
Just rogue talk, sneaky talk.
Yes, well, let's hurry up. I mean, we don't want to be out
Yes,
here
at the best,
all
my
night.
friend.
Right. Well, just a little wobbly, I guess.
And then I slowly start to pick up the pace.
It does feel good to run.
He's running.
I work up a gait to start
Okay.
running after him. So,
Well, we're
all right,
running after the party.
I'm running after him.
All right, going back to the other two, you guys hear some footsteps coming behind you as you are chasing in the direction of the house.
Faster, faster, they're after us.
You see Callum, Toki, and Pough running after you.
Oh, Orbog, Wilder. Good to see you two again.
Okay, what?
Great to see you. Glad you're okay.
How you feeling, buddy?
I feel fantastic. Just fantastic. So good to be alive and here in the open air.
More positive than normal, if that's possible.
Oh, I'm always positive. You know that.
it's positively something.
Wilder, old buddy. Orbog, you're looking well.
You're sounding weird.
It's been a while. This is my voice.
Pough, do you happen to know what happened when you went in that house?
It's a little murky. Yes, not very clear to me, that part. No. Well, I think we should just be heading back now, don't you?
I was actually thinking the same thing. Why don't we go back to your place? Sit down.
I don't.
I feel like we may need to still follow house.
Yeah, I would agree on that one.
Well, I mean, we've got.
based on-
Oh, that
Pough
old
back.
house. It's
do
nothing. Well,
It's nothing or you don't remember.
oh, she'll leave us alone. She's nothing but an old hag.
How do you know?
I went in there, didn't I?
Yes, and you did not come out.
I'm here right now in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll insight to see if any of the mannerisms and way of speaking that Pough has right now reminds me of the woman?
Go ahead and make that insight check.
Awful suspicious, this man.
Is she rolling against me at all?
Dirty
Go ahead.
20.
All right. Pough, go ahead and roll. I'm going to tell you what to roll.
On the ground.
I'm like, okay.
I rolled, and it was
Stop,
a good
drop, and roll.
It's. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh my goodness.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Of course he did.
But
Uh,
if it's deception, I have a negative.
Or
2.
persuasion, probably.
what was that, Pough? I didn't hear you. If
I
it's-
do. I have a -2 for most things.
Oh,
that
do you?
involve charisma? You know.
Oh, okay.
So
All right. Well, Callum, I will say, with your dirty 20, it doesn't. He's not reminding you of the hag, but in the back of your mind, it does remind you of somebody that you've met before.
If Pough, I think you should ask Toki and Wilder about what happened while they were separate. And Orbog, I think you should walk over here with me for a little while.
But
Why don't we all stay together?
What if we don't? Yep.
No, friend. I think you and I need to have conversation. So what you told us what happened in house as best you can remember. We saw Callum's dad.
okay,
Callum's
yeah.
gonna start like backing away and being like, Orbog, come
Yeah.
this way.
I'm going.
He does not seem like. I think I agree with Callum. He seems like jerk.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Who seems like a jerk? Could we just all?
Callum's dad. Callum's
What?
dad.
Oh, he is a jerk.
Okay. So Orbog. Orbog, you know, like a long time ago.
Is this a side conversation that you're
We're
having?
like over there. Yep.
Roll stealth on this conversation, please.
She's a rogue. Should be automatic.
I'm not at all. Even a little bit of a rogue. That's still a 14, though.
Pough, what's your passive perception?
13.
Okay. You may proceed with your conversation.
So, you know, like a long time ago, well, it wasn't that long for me, but I guess for everyone else it was. When we first met, and then we went and did that job, and then we let the lady out of the box, and then we broke the mirror, and then she was stuck forever.
Right. Yes.
Such ringing bells.
Ding dong.
Yes. So, you know, if we just look at Pough, and we hold that thought in our mind, is he reminding you of her just a little bit?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it.
Okay.
No, I'm just trying to ease the tension. It's kind of freaking me out a little.
Well, you and me both. You know, I don't know that I've ever reached this level. And I've been through a lot of stuff recently, but it's very strange. So I don't know what happened in that house, or if the late, great Mrs. Miss Dusang, Madame Dusang, I don't know, whatever her term was, however she liked to be referred to, was in cahoots with that lady, or was that lady, or had another box in there. I don't know, but something happened, and
Wait, whose fault
just
was it
giving me
that she
vibes.
got trapped?
Toki,
collectively all of us, I think.
I would like you to make a wisdom save, please.
Oh no. Oh, I just gotta glance at my wisdom. 2?
Okay.
I has the dumb. And I'm just steadily chattering in Pooh's ear.
Today's the day Callum has a mental
I
breakdown.
I'm paying more attention to you and talking with you.
Yes, well, I think I should go see those others. See what they're
Oh
talking
no,
about.
that will be fine. We can see
Toki,
them. Now tell me-
Toki, you feel very compelled to oblige Pough. You think this would be a great idea to go visit with the others.
So thank you. It's been wonderful chatting with you, Toki. You're
Let
a
me
you're a
come
darling.
with you. I want to go
darling.
too. Oh, let's go
No,
this way.
just hang out over there.
And I
We'll just go hang out that way.
walk up towards the other two
no,
having a
I don't-
conversation.
Know what to do. Hi.
Callum Orbog.
Yep.
Yes. I'm having a little tete-a-tete over here, it seems. Well, how about you come join the rest of us? We're ready to head back, get a good night's sleep and all.
You know, I'd really like to go to the house.
Yes, the house. Yes, my house. Yes.
No, the lady's house. You know, I didn't get a chance to talk to her.
Oh, well, you want to talk to her. Well, that's a change of pace, isn't it, now?
It seems to be working well for you.
Orbog's gonna jump up and slap him.
Go ahead and roll that attack roll.
While he does that, can I cast a spell?
Yeah.
It's gonna take me a while to jump up that high.
I will need everyone to roll a charisma saving throw.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Oh, I'm great at charisma saving throws.
18.
You cone of truth. You whatever truth.
It's called a zone. Thank
zone
you.
Cone.
Totally.
Sorry. Oh,
Does Pooh even know what the term tete-a-tete means?
I was gonna ask him. Can you
You know what that
describe
is?
that, please?
Like, I understand that Pooh is more intelligent than he comes across.
Okay.
But
I got a 7 for charisma and a 13 for the strength.
it's
What's your AC?
16 is my AC.
Yeah, you reach up to swing at him, but he just kind of matrixes his head back, and then you miss.
Whoa there, Orbog. We're all friends here, aren't we?
And I rolled a 11 for my saving throw.
Alright, well, Orbog and Pooh failed.
Dave,
did Wilder.
Wilder is open game now.
No one cares about Wilder right now.
Toki, what did you roll for your charisma save?
18.
Do I have to save for myself too, I imagine?
If you're in the zone.
Doesn't really say, but I assume I do.
Oh.
I nat one did, so I also have to
Awesome.
do the truth.
Does 18 save though?
18 saves.
Okay, so the only person who is not in the zone is Toki.
So, just to keep it so everyone knows what the rules are. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius, and you know whether each. Oh, I know if they. Every affected creature is aware of the spell and can avoid answering questions they would normally lie to, and be evasive. You just can't tell blatant lies.
Oh, Callum. What was that?
I was just, wondering how you would refer to yourself if you were to give someone your name.
Me, myself, I, those are all words that I'd use when referring to myself, of course.
Are you feeling happy or merry?
I feel very invigorated right
Can you
now,
spell
yes.
invigorated?
Do you know what invigorated means?
Of course, of course I know what invigorated
Well,
means.
these are big words for Pough. If I didn't know better, I'd swear somebody else was in his body.
What are you insinuating, Orbog?
I'm insinuating that someone's been following us for a while and is probably upset about what we did and or did not do.
Well, that sounds like a very big insinuation. I do think I'm tired. Let's call it a night. Turn in.
I'd rather not.
What do you think of if we were to go and hunt for Aileen right now?
Oh, I would be all for that. Let's find that Aileen.
And why do you want to find Aileen?
Oh, it would be wonderful to have her back with us now, wouldn't it? She would be
But
very
why?
useful.
Useful? Oh.
Yes, very.
How would she be useful?
Oh, well, it seems that everyone has a special place for her, and perhaps I have a special place for her as well.
So you think we should put ourselves in danger to find her?
I wouldn't put myself in danger, no. But finding her would be advantageous.
Who are you and what have you done with Pough? Because we know that Pough would put himself in danger because he is stupid. He has done this. Who are you?
Who am I? Well,
Confused.
that is a question.
Got him!
Very good question. You
Callum,
That
you remember
must
that?
answer.
You remember that room with all those mirrors, and there was that really ugly lady
fine.
that was in there. Like she was like so ugly, and like
she
we were
was,
like wanting to
she was
vomit.
good looking enough. She was
She
fine.
had, oh man,
Why
she
is
was.
lady in mirrors? Hush! Hush!
All right. Well, I'll drop the act. It seems you're smarter than you were when we first met, aren't we?
I've never met you. I don't know who you are, but I know
guess
you
I
are
can-
not Pough.
No, I'm not Pooh at all. And her voice shifts. Well, you are the perceptive bunch, aren't you all? Yeah, to answer your question, Toki. We've never met, but it's Mary's the name.
It is lovely to meet you. Get out of my friend's body.
Oh, I'm afraid I won't be doing that. Now.
Are you... If I, could... It's been very nice to see you again. Missed you. Very sorry about how it all went down originally. Didn't intend for that to happen.
Are you really? Yes.
Yes.
You're very
I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it.
Somehow
I am very
still-
sorry that you died. Or not died. You're looking great. Ish. Hairier than when I last saw you. Question, if I could, and you're not obliged to answer, but if you want to, are you the same? Were you the lady in the house? Is that...
Oh, no. Oh, yes, no, not at all. Not at all. That's, Jadis, she's a bit of a show-off. Loves to dabble. Never changes much, though. But, this time, things worked out for the better. As you could see, that Pough was getting you nowhere.
And where do you want to get us?
Oh, well, I don't really care about you in particular. I want to get my
Neither do
body
I,
back.
so
Yes. I'd rather not be in this
well.
raggedy old thing if...
Oh, about the whole body thing. It's not in a great state. I wouldn't suggest going back to that one.
Get you another body?
Do you know where
think that
the
is
other
okay
part
with
of...
us.
You know where the rest of him is, though?
Oh, well... It was sold, or that's what usually Jadis likes to do, makes trades. I don't know where she ends up putting everything. There's a lot of souls flying around these days.
Did you just say sold?
It was usually a bargain of sorts. Probably something stupid like keeping you safe. Or
That sounds right.
That would be Pough.
Yeah.
something like that. I'm powerful, but there are certain limitations. I wasn't allowed in on the details of the deal.
I'm gonna
watch,
like turn away from Mary Pough and
Mary Pough.
Very good saying.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like this version better.
I want my poo back.
You always say that.
Yeah, well, you know, we hate when Mary Pough show up in stories, so I guess we should make a character with more depth than this. So it's been nice having you, Mary. Do you know where we might find the soul of Pough, and then we can get you a new body, we can do a quick swap. You can go on your way and find whatever it is that...
Pooh's mostly dead.
Find.
You need a newer body, I think.
Also, he's very hairy, you know. It's a lot of upkeep.
Yes, well, he's not my first choice, but he was the first available. As you...
Should have asked me, you know. Could have been great.
So you've been stalking us like a fangirl.
Like a fangirl? Oh,
Yes, I'd say a fangirl. You're like a fan. You follow us around and worship us like the ground
He
we walk
doesn't even
on.
have a fan. I don't...
I've been keeping my eyes on you. All of you. I'm trying to bring things back to a semblance of control. This Carrick and Zeus always running around with the mad world domination plans. No, that's simpler. There's much simpler ways to be in control of stuff.
Well, that's why we have Stumblefoot in control now.
You want to stop Zeus?
Stumblefoot. Oh, Stumblefoot, yes, that weakling. He doesn't know what to do with all his power. Oh, you know, now there's an option. Mayor of Waterdeep, yes, he could be very tempting.
See?
But do you want to stop Zeus and control Waterdeep? For what?
Oh, as long as Zeus doesn't interfere, well, I'll be just fine. I'm just trying to get back to the land of the living, and so far, so good. So far, so good.
I'm gonna sneak attack. I rolled a 17.
If she's gonna attack, I'm gonna attack too.
That's a damage roll. You actually have to roll your initial attack before you can roll a snake attack
You guys
damage.
are attacking? I'm not even paying attention. Oh no.
I was trying to be sneaky about it.
Mary Pooh saying that's good. That's good.
I mean, I'm gonna whip it
Whip it good.
with a 22.
Whip it good.
Yeah, I'm assuming that hits. Does 22 hit you, Pooh?
Yes, it does.
All right, go ahead and roll your whip damage, and we'll use that 17 sneak attack on top of it.
Callum's backing up. Callum's like, I do not want to fight this lady. I know what this lady is.
8 plus 17, so that's 25 points of damage Pooh takes.
But we gotta make this car undrivable.
What was that?
I do not like
whip
you.
my head around.
Hair back and forth.
Typical cat.
Do not like you. You are in my friend's body. Get out.
Toki.
What if we all... No, don't. What if we don't?
I
do
wouldn't
this?
suggest, yes. I may not have the same body or the same skill sets, but I am a very dangerous individual.
Prove it.
At the moment, it looks like
Don't-
you're just desperate
prove
because
it.
you don't have her own body.
Prove
so
it.
I'm not even sure you know how to
Please
work
don't.
that thing.
Please don't.
I will go ahead and, cast my entangle on Toki. So those same sort of vines that you saw earlier that kind of cocooned Pough start entangling Toki.
Just at the feet, right?
Just they start growing up around you, yeah.
Oh, well, I wouldn't mess with...
Please don't.
No.
Yeah, I won't mess with Fangirl.
Please stop calling me fangirl.
Fangirl.
If you can get him to stop being mean to you, Josiah, I'll take lessons.
You're Mary, this is what I'm gathering, yes?
Yes, Mary Dussain.
All right. What can we help you with?
What? Oh, well, aren't you nice, Wilder? You know, I always did like having you around in the party. You're very entertaining to watch. One of the smarter ones of the group.
What do you mean having us around?
You guys,
Me.
you know each other.
I told you, stalker, Fangirl.
I like to keep my eyes on my investments.
We've never met.
You were a very poor one, the pool, particularly a poor investment. We're working things out.
Are we all your... Are we all of your investments? Or just, Wilder?
Oh, well, I have a lot riding on... I don't put all my eggs in one basket. That would be silly. Very foolish.
Casting Firebolt.
You got another character ready to go, Celeste?
Yes, actually. This is my spare character.
Go ahead and roll that ranged attack using your spell attack modifier.
Technically, she's needs to still roll a strength saving throw or be restrained from the plant.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, because it does have somatic.
10.
Yeah, that. What's your DC, Josiah?
I gotta find out what my spell DC is. It's 14.
Yeah, so you're not able to get your arms free in order to.
It was just in my legs.
It restrains, yes.
Well, Toki, I told you to stop that.
Do I look like I care?
We want Pooh back.
Oh, you do? Well,
What can we do for you?
Yeah, what can
that
we
we
do
can
for
have
you
him
to
back.
get Pooh back?
first off, stop attacking me. That would be
I would...
grand.
But if we
Yes.
make the body bad, then you won't want it. Give us another
then I'll-
option.
I'll just have to take someone else's, you know?
That's
as long as
fine.
you're away from us.
Don't they have to be dead?
Or at
No.
least mostly dead.
Pooh's not dead. He's still alive and well. I'm just taking care of his empty body for you. Wouldn't you rather it be well preserved when he returns? When I find a suitable host, well, we can
So-
make the swap then. But
If
So this is all truth that she's speaking right now?
I mean,
Or was
y'all
that
were
broken
in the
when
zone.
she got attacked?
No, it doesn't get broken by attack. So if we go find Pooh's soul and find you a suitable replacement, we'll just do a quick swap. We kind of completed the goal we had whenever it was, a long time ago. Time's not my strong suit.
sounds like reasonable. I mean, we might have to add a little extra for the trouble that I've had to go through to get
What
to this
extra?
point, but... Oh, maybe just a favor or two down the road. Nothing serious.
Why would someone as powerful as you need favors?
That's where all the power comes from, Orbog. There's a lot of people who still owe me a lot of favors.
If we get Pough's soul and we bring it back, I will owe you favors.
Yes, well, we'll also have to see about dealing with Zeos, too, at some point. He's becoming a bit bothersome, but, yes, that sounds... We can go look for Pough's soul. I guess we better go talk to Jadis.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Oh, yes, very fun. She's not high on my list of favorite people.
Yeah, something tells me I'll enjoy this conversation more than the one she wanted to have, so let's go.
Yes, well, I do know where she likes to hang out, so to speak. We might be able to find her if we're lucky.
Lead the
You
way.
sure you don't need some rest first?
Probably. I haven't slept in a long time. But that's kind of just normal.
You do have a point of exhaustion going, if I remember right.
We'd
Yeah.
be really relaxed around you.
Oh,
Why would we trust you? Can you let us knock you out or something?
No, let's... I mean, I take it that you don't want to be in Pough's body, and you'd prefer something better.
yes, this is more of a transport
And I also take
to
it
my
that...
final...
Yeah, well, also take it that if I offer to be the one who will do favors for you in the future, that you're more inclined to stay with us and not kill me, particularly. I don't care about the other ones. Sorry. To the rest of you.
I knew I liked you. I knew I liked you for some reason.
Yeah, most people don't.
Yes, anyway. Yes. Yes, I don't think I'll be hurting you right now. You're all a means to an end. A means to an end.
How would you like to be the king of the Bulgar tribe?
Bugbears aren't really my forte.
I promise I will not attack.
Right, well... Yes, let's do be on our way, I suppose. No point in waiting around here. Follow me.
Where are you guys heading?
I'm heading to the spot that I know that I might be able to find Jadis.
Oh,
Do I get to move?
I-
Toki's just stuck there forever.
I am a tree. I'm a shrubbery.
Pough, Mary, were you going to release Toki from your entangle?
Oh, yeah. I start walking away, and I just kind of wave my hand as I'm walking away, kind of very casually.
Oh, almost forgot. Now, just don't try stabbing me in the back again, Toki, or you'll have less than favorable results.
To be fair, I was facing you. But I will do my best.
Yes, I'm sure you will. Callum, dear, why don't you be a good boy and make sure Toki doesn't do anything?
Yeah, I'm not really the cat's keeper, so...
Well,
I am related to a keeper, so maybe I am. Oh, shit.
you, keeper.
Speaking of Callum, we should talk about that later.
Oh, yes, you, being woken up by my father. I'd love to talk about that. Sounds great. Let's sit down and have a
We
chat.
absolutely should. Should. I can keep an eye on Toki. That's fine.
Oh, yes.
Lead the way,
Right,
Mary.
I will. I will.
Orbog's
I
going to
lead
be
the
on
way.
the ground behind her doing a belly crawl, imitating a shadowy, sneaky person, fangirl following.
Just gotta stir that pot.
Look, Wilder. Who am I supposed to be? Oh, I'm gonna get them. Oh.
My gosh. So, right about sunup, you guys come across a walking house that is still heading north.
So we caught up to it, though.
Yes, after a lot of
we-
running.
Oh, so if we sleep, we could catch up again, because I can't keep going.
Yeah. It's fine. Somebody stays on watch and we'll just take shifts. And,
Or perhaps the big bugbear could carry the tiny human?
But I need to sleep.
but I think, did
I'm also not a
Wilder ever
human,
get
but-
enough rest? Wasn't he like hurt before?
Yeah, and then, well, he also
Z?
had a slight rest. I don't know if it was enough to restore hit points, so.
Probably not a long one.
We can, if you want to roll some hit dice on that, Dave, I'll allow you. If you want to call that a short rest.
Why don't we just talk to her, and then you can take your rest? We came all this way. And you never know, she's always moving. Just a brief talk, and then you can have your sleep.
I'm not sure we trust your opinion.
Well, I'm not sure I trust your opinion, Toki.
That is not uncommon.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are all agreeable to stopping, I can take the first watch. I feel better now. I've also had some Bard Star.
At this moment, the house turns around.
Oh, she knows we're here. She always
Well, let's
was
go
a
talk to her then. I guess.
perceptive one.
I'm gonna start walking towards the house.
The house does not lower, but the door opens, and you hear a voice from inside come and say,
Calamorda, son of Aoife and a nameless celestial,
Oh, that's how I refer to him.
to what do I owe this great pleasure to have you in my presence once again? You have come to chase me, yes? Perhaps Jadis can do something for you?
Yeah, just poop Pough's body. His spirit out in an egg from the bottom of the house. That'd be great.
Oh no, that was sold in a fair bargain
To who?
to me.
So what are you gonna do with it?
Well, now that's my business.
I'd like to make it mine.
Could we buy it back?
Dunware Dale. You want to make a bargain? I can trade. What would you have Jadis do for you?
Oh, I don't need anything. I'm perfectly fine. A lifetime supply of
What
Bard
would you
Star,
want
or
if we were
just
to get
ale
Pough's
in
soul
general.
back?
What would you give?
That wasn't the question.
That was my counter.
The soul inside Pough right now.
Well,
That would be
She's a lot more powerful than Pough.
that would be a decline on my investment.
Oh, a decline on your investment. Well, I see how it is. You always were an old bat.
I'm not good at haggling. Not really.
He's better at groveling.
Well, that's...
What would you offer for one's own soul?
Mine's not worth a whole lot.
Son of Aoife, you have no idea.
I roll my eyes.
Is it only souls you deal in, or is it other things as well?
I deal in misery.
Well, I've got that in spades. Would you like some of it?
No. You have something else that Jadis wants.
What?
You have the essence of an immortal. We crave it.
We crave that mineral. Pardon?
Would you like the soul of the king of the Bulgar tribe?
If a house could roll its eyes,
You see,
This is when an egg drops out.
the way that I see it... The way that I see it is... My essence is worth a whole lot more than just Pough's soul. So it wouldn't be a fair trade, you know?
So what would you give Jadis for the soul of
No,
the
no,
bugbear?
see, here's the thing, is that what I could give you is worth a whole lot more than what you're willing to give. So what would you give me?
What would you want?
A whole lot more than just the soul of some bugbear.
What can Jadis do for you?
I don't know, because it doesn't seem like you can do a whole lot, so...
Then we are done here?
You're the one that wants what I have.
But I am content.
Have you heard of Stumblefoot?
Orbog, I said to be quiet.
I'm trying to come up with options.
You don't seem too content with the way that you were begging for me to come in your house earlier.
If we could have a deal, yes. But being as we cannot come to an arrangement, then...
You haven't offered me anything. I'm not looking to grab at straws to see what you're willing to give. I want to know what you think I'm worth.
What do you think you're...
That's not the question.
Come now, Jadis, we haven't got all day. Drop the dramatics and just...
I have eternity.
Apparently so do I. And apparently you don't, if it's immortality that you're after.
I do not crave immortality, stupid. I want to devour the soul of an immortal.
Don't we all? You're not a very persuasive... I mean, I know one.
Well, I mean, so do I. But I don't think that's smart. You have unresolved issues.
This would resolve them.
He's really not that bad.
And what makes you an expert on it?
what did you just say, Callum?
I said, what makes you an expert on it? To Wilder. I've stopped paying attention to Jadis now. I'm ready to fight this issue.
I mean, he's never done me wrong, and maybe your relationship with him is misunderstood.
What am I misunderstanding?
I think he cares about you a lot more than you think he cares about you. And
Yes, that makes sense, given that he wasn't there for my entire life and never returned once to check.
oh, well, at least you and I have that in common with dads.
And would you say that your father loves you a whole lot?
Well, my dad doesn't just randomly show up and talk to my friends.
Yeah, until recently, neither did mine.
Yeah, well,
Are we done here?
I don't think you've...
Shut up.
You know what? We are. I can't spend any more time trying to convince you that your daddy loves you and you'll never get over it. So you know what, Callum? You do what you want. And I'm going to turn around and I'm going to walk away from you.
Oh,
Well, it doesn't look like we'll be making a deal today. There goes your friend Pough. I guess I'll just stick around in his body for a while. Till a better option comes up. Thank you for nothing.
I'll give you my essence if you make it so I can't remember.
can't remember what.
Zeus. And Pough's soul.
Very well.
The house lowers down.
Come in.
I will go inside.
You have been listening to the Playing Games with Strangers podcast, featuring the voices of John Haryu, Celeste Mora, Dave Clements, Josiah Crandall, J.S. Earls, Catherine Cherwinski, and Steve MacDonald. The theme music was written and performed by Steve Arthur, used with permission. Find more of his music on Facebook or wherever you purchase music digitally. Please review this podcast wherever you download it from to help other podcasters find our podcast and join our community. And once again, thank you for listening.